Shalom and greetings from Jane Keel, also known around the world as Jerusalem Jane. I'm sitting here in my small apartment in Jerusalem. Everything is buzzing. It's Hanukkah. It's Friday. Shabbat is just around the corner, and I can hear people are out doing the last bit of shopping. I can hear the birds are singing. And then I have red alerts on my phone because terrorists inside the Gaza Strip are firing rockets towards Israel. Here we are in 2023 celebrating Hanukkah, where light triumphs darkness, where Israel is again reminded about enemies who tried to eradicate her, but God was faithful to his people and they defeated the enemy, and they went in to cleanse the temple, to lit the candles, and the oil that was supposed to last for 1 day lasted for 8. God did a miracle. God provided. That's who he is. That's my testimony. That's what I have been experienced for more than 10 years. Some of you following me on my social media just got to know about me when Israel was brutally attacked on October 7. Some of you have known me for a couple of years, and some of you have literally been following me for nearly 10 years. I arrived in Israel with one suitcase, not wearing glasses, not having the wrinkles around my eyes, and with a lot longer hair, stepping out in faith as I knew God has called me to Israel. I didn't know anyone. I didn't know what God wanted me to do. So for the first long time here in Israel, I was on my face in prayer, on my knees in prayer, just saying, God, why did you bring me to Israel? What's my destiny in the Holy Land? What do you want me to do? Living in Denmark, I had seen mainstream media share news about Israel, and Israel did this and this and this and this, and I have read my Bible and I knew the Bible is saying this and this and this and this about Israel, and many times, of course, it was completely contradicting what you heard in mainstream media. God bringing me here to Israel, I start realizing that there's a lot going on here that never make it to mainstream media. There's a lot of terror attacks, stoning attacks, shooting attacks, ramming attacks that never makes it into mainstream media. There's a lot of rockets flying into Israel that never makes it into mainstream media. But if Israel retaliates, it makes it into mainstream media. If Israel say, you know what, we are going to settle Judea and Samaria as a result of the Jewish people being murdered, it's going to make it into mainstream media. So slowly I started finding out that God brought me here to be a voice in the media, to share the truth out of Zion. And to the best of my ability, that's what I've been doing in good times and in bad times for nearly 10 years. I'm the Gentile being here in Israel, eventually making my way into being here on a journalist visa that needs to be renewed to have the right paperwork every year. And to the best of my abilities, that's what I've been doing year after year after year after year, working by myself, all alone, using the tools that I had in my hands, a little phone, and a 10-year-old computer. But here we are in 2023, and things just escalated completely when Hamas, ISIS, and Islamic Jihad breached the fence into Israel and committed the worst atrocities since the Second World War. Every time I think that now we are done hearing about the atrocities, the sadistic rape, decapitation, mutilations of body, more things are coming out, and there are still many things we haven't heard. Mainstream media is failing. They are not sharing all the things that happen here and the things that the Israeli army is doing in order to protect the Jewish homeland against ISIS, Hamas. And that is why a lot of people are following you. You are finding me. I have people writing to me saying, we don't watch mainstream media anymore, Jane. We only follow you and for the updates that you are doing. I take that as a huge compliment, but it's also very humbling, and I just kind of bow my head in respect for the honor that you are giving, saying, Jane, you are the one we follow. So like I said, I've been doing this for 10 years to the best of my ability, but things are escalating and escalating. We are in a full-blown war. Israel is also being attacked from Syria. Israel is being attacked from Hezbollah in the north, who has 150,000 rocket and missiles pointing at Israel. Israel is being attacked by the Houthis in Yemen, and everything could explode at any given moment. And terrorists are also operating in Judea and Samaria, which, by the way, I have been reporting about for years and years and years and years. So I am at a point right now looking forward into next year like everybody else is doing. I am getting emails from people and organizations and individuals working out of Israel, setting their goals for next year, trying to fundraise for next year. And that's where I'm at. After 10 years, and yes, I am actually 50 years old, I turned the corner of turning 50. Things also has to change for me. I have given my all. I'm not 22 anymore. I didn't arrive just yesterday. I have, to the best of my ability, worked all alone, just with a broken phone and a computer. But things has to change moving forward. And again, you know, I'm only living by donations. So I need to raise a lot of money because I have to move. I need to renew a visa, and I have to move when we reach March 1st. If you have been blessed, or if you have benefited from the work that I humbly have been doing for all of these years, will you continue to get behind me at this time? I need to raise a lot of money so I can go out and settle once and for all, to have a home, to have stability, to have a foundation where I can say, this is my home, this is where I live, to have an extra room where I can host when my family come and visit that I haven't seen for years, and also where I have a corner where I can set up new equipment and be much, 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 much better being that voice out of Israel. I am the Gentile amongst a lot of Jewish people doing incredible work here in Israel. But like I said, I am the Gentile who is working by myself. So I need to raise a lot of money so I can move into a new home, and it has to be fully furnished. I literally only have my clothes and a few items. I need a fully furnished 2-bedroom apartment with 2 bedrooms. And I need new equipment so I can, in my house, make much better videos to you, but also in the future I can go out and start reporting from the grounds. I can go out and interview people with the right equipment, so I can start doing more professional work being Jerusalem Jane. This is the next natural step for a woman who has been working alone for 10 years. I am also looking into getting a cameraman slash assistant slash driver who can help me with all the practical work, with my webpage, with my emails. Being a driver, I don't drive, so we can get out. That way I can be a much better worker, voice out of Israel. It's like I said, it's the next natural step for me, being your eyes and ears. And girly Bruce, as the great Gentile girl working all alone. So many things has to change for me. New apartment, new equipment, and co-workers. It's not about just finding an apartment or just finding a co-worker. It's about finding the right apartment that God has handed out for me, where I need to live with the right landlord, with the right co-workers that God, for such a time as this, has chosen to get alongside me. Also a little bit more help in my apartment. I'm still dealing with a meniscus injury. So as we are in this holiday season, Hanukkah for the Jewish people, Christmas for the Christian people, will you continue to pray for me moving forward into the new year? And for those of you, will you send a financial blessing? I need this. This is the most important time in my life. These things has to happen for me moving into the new year, and they need to start happening now. The GoFundMe page tells my whole story. It has links to articles about me. Most of the money raised on that GoFundMe has been used. It was made a year and a half ago. That's the money that has kept me alive for a year. So I need to raise a lot. For those of you who knows about these things, it's expensive to live here in Israel. I have a fire and a passion burning inside of me for this nation, to be much better in my work, in my voice out of Israel going into the new year. But I need a budget, I need a new home, I need equipment. So if you have been blessed, if it touches your heart to be a blessing for Jerusalem Jane, who faithfully has stood all alone for 10 years, would you continue to either send a blessing or GoFundMe, PayPal, or another American tax deductible donation platform that was set up by good friends in America. Like I said, this is the most important time for me moving forward. We have stepped into a much higher gear with Israel being at war. It's just going to escalate from here, and I need help. I need co-workers, I need a new home, I need equipment so I can do much better being your voice, your eyes, and your ears. May God bless you. May God bless Israel at this very special time. And this message you will hear from me in the coming months, because this is crucial for me now. I need to raise a lot of money so I can get settled in these things. God bless each and every one of you who have already gotten behind me. And please share out this video, share out the GoFundMe page to people who don't know about me, saying there's this woman, this Danish woman who stepped out in faith, arriving with one suitcase, working by herself for 10 years. That's a good seed to sow into. If you want to bless Israel, do it through Jane Keel, Jerusalem Jane's voice. May God bless you so much. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas. Bye.